I can change the look of text on a web page by using Css Rules. On this page you can see I have a table split into 4 cells. Each cell has a word written inside. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I can change the look of the text where it says 1 by highlighting the text and then going to the CSS tab in the Properties panel at the bottom of the page and clicking New CSS Rule. Then click Edit Rule and give your rule a name. I have 4 different pieces of text and I want to apply a different style for each of them. I will call my first style Style 1. You can call the style anything you like, maybe something that's easy to remember, like the font type or the colour. But for this example, I'll stick with Style 1. Then click OK. A window will appear where you can make lots of different choices about the look of your text. I can choose the type of font, the font size, if it's got an underline or other things. I'm simply going to choose the type of font, the font size, and the colour. When I'm happy with my choices, I can click Apply and then OK. You can see that the text has now changed. If you look at the Properties panel at the bottom of the page, in the targeted rule box you can see Style 1 has been applied here. I can now click outside of the table and create a new style by going to Targeted Rule, New CSS Rule, Edit Rule, give the style a name. Style 2 will do for this, and then click OK and make your choices. I'll choose a font type, a font size, and a colour. Then click Apply and OK. Now I have no text selected at the moment, so I haven't changed anything. I can apply this style by selecting the text I want to change and going to the targeted rule box and clicking on the blue arrows. Now I can move to the bottom of the list and I can select either Style 1 or Style 2 because Dreamweaver has remembered the styles that I have set up. I'll select Style 2 to apply this to the text. Deselect the text and you can see it is now changed. If you look to the right hand side of the screen, you can see that in the Css Styles panel, you can see the different options I've chosen, such as the colour, the font family, and the font size. I can change these by clicking on them and making the different changes. I can set up more styles by clicking on the web page and selecting New CSS Rule, Edit Rule, and I'll create 2 more styles. Style 3. I'll select a font type, a font size, and the colour. Apply, OK. And a 4th style. New CSS Rule, Edit Rule, Style 4, OK. Make my choices. Click Apply, OK. And now I can apply these styles by highlighting, selecting the style from the targeted rule box. So for 3 I'll choose Style 3, and for 4 I'll choose Style 4. If I need to make changes to any of these, I can simply highlight the text that I want to change, and before applying a new style, I want to remove the style that has already been applied by highlighting Remove Class. Click on Remove Class to remove the style that you applied. The text will then appear as it was before we made any changes. I can then highlight it again and add a new style. It is very important that you don't highlight and keep applying styles without removing the old one. If we look at the code here and I highlight 1, we can see towards the bottom of the page where style 3 has been applied to the text for 1. If I apply another style now without removing the old style, it starts to add multiple styles. See style 3 and then style 1. And this can end up making our text look very messy and making it behave in ways that we don't want it to. So it's always best to highlight the text and remove class until the text is back to the way it was when we started. This will stop your text behaving in a way that might ruin the layout of your page. We can see in the code that now, for the cell with the word 1 inside, there are no styles applied. This is how I know it's back to the way it was when I first started, and it's safe to apply a style to change the color and type of my text.